Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? Guys, I definitely am watching the weirdest love show ever, okay? Um, Valkyrie. Yeah. I think this might be the last episode. I don't think anybody's gonna complain if I drop this show. It'll probably just always be we never learn over this one in this position. I don't know what it was about this. It was definitely the whole entire end scene. Like, I get that love is all that, but pretty much what they did was they went to the final step this week, and that was interesting to say the least. I don't know what the heck is going to happen later in the show if we're stepping straight into that territory. You know, like oh they smashing. I mean, unless you just call being on top of someone naked kissing, not doing anything after, you know, whatever, you know, it's however you want to interpret it. Uh, but after that, it goes into this like really weird battle that you would think would be a one-sided stomp, which this is the only part that actually kind of gave me some glimmer of excitement in the show. Unlike, you know, some people that would really be excited during the, you know, make out and all that's part of the show. I get that. I used to be young too, and I used to love it as well. But then to see that after getting this power up and jumping a good like 12 levels or so, she still isn't just going to come out in one shot and destroy. So that was actually interesting in the end game of it all. Like I say in some of my other videos of like shows that I kind of bring up and talk about or that I know about and I just don't have on the channel, I'll probably finish this show once it's all said and done. But I just don't see it like as something I can tell you guys so much about and be so passionate about because of everything that takes place within the episode or some secret hitting meeting. You know, like those are the types of show I can literally get behind and be like, man, if so and so does this and this could be hype. But the only thing I could tell you really in this show is when the girl who was holding off the man who supposedly can beat up like anybody while they're in their normal form or maybe in their higher form, I am more or less impressed by her. And if I was a smart man, which I would think I am, I like to say I'm kind of smart at times, uh, I would definitely be leveling up that one, but I'm guessing at this point she probably doesn't even want that to be the case. She probably doesn't even the lady who's literally soloing the worst guy out of all of them by herself without any upgrades from the kid. She definitely needs to be maxed out instantly, and then the show would be over. You would literally end the show. There's no reason for anyone else to fight. Just make sure whenever anything happens, she's around to handle stuff. Because even as of how I'm looking at it, it feels more or less that uh, the girl with the spear who was protecting the barrier that we got to see the older sister there or whatever that's supposedly not even into the guy or wants to be. Maybe she's just last. She's the true like last line of defense, or like she's the front line, the front runner of fighting all the time, every time. So because of that, she wants to kind of distance herself from that whole lovey-dovey stuff because she probably doesn't even think she's capable of it. Maybe one of those types of girls. I don't know how they're gonna play off on her character yet. I just have that feeling because she still hasn't even showed her eyes yet, which I thought was a also interesting little um, decision to make when it comes down to this like design of her character. Her hair looks really nice. I like her like the coloring that they put in it. It's just I can't picture her eyes now, and I like that because it just leaves a little bit of mystery to how her overall final like look we're gonna see of her. For me, anyway. I don't know. Like, see, I'm different. I thought it was cool that we never got to see her eyes, and she may have like interesting colored eyes, and it may even make her character look prettier than she already looks, and this and that. And then you go to the other part of the show where she literally, for some reason, they gotta wipe each other off before kissing each other because they're dirty. And when you're dirty, it doesn't work at all, which doesn't make too much sense, seeing how, the girl was super dirty when they first did it on the fly and they were attacked at the park or whatever when they were trying to like study or whatever the heck. But then we also know that that was just her way of getting a further level up. Instead of just getting into her transformation, she wanted to level up further after getting her transformation as well. So that is more or less what we got there, and it makes a lot more sense when you think about it that way. Is, oh, not only did she want this situation to happen, she also really wanted to level up to make sure she was in position to take out whatever enemy came out. So yeah, this will probably be the last one that I talk about for this show, but nonetheless, I definitely want to hear what you guys are thinking about the show. If you already dropped it before me, or if you are mad I'm dropping it, let me hear it in the comments section. I will not even be angry at you for being angry at me, because I want to be able to give you guys decent, like a decent mindset of mine, and the only mindset I have to tell you guys is they were on top of each other. Like, well, they were smashing for like the whole episode, and then the fight happened, and it felt like it was a fight that they couldn't even win because the monster almost could have just eaten every single attack or taken every attack, and then after taking said attack, throw it back. So it was almost like a monster that just wasn't supposed to be defeated as well. And I don't know, I definitely wanted this show to not be the even dirtier High School DX, because with High School DX there's actual little nooks and cranny of, like people talking about certain awakenings or certain people that are in the background that you have to pay attention to because they might not even show up for a whole season after they're announced, and then they come out the next season. Stuff like that was really cool, but then with this show just kind of going straight for that, oh, we got a guy and we got some girls, let's get it, let's put the puzzle pieces together and just make a show. And that's what it kind of felt like to me. It's just a force everything onto everybody and make sure that it's hot and exciting. So we'll see how that works out at the end of it all. I don't know if I will be ever recording for it, but I'll probably check it out when it's all done. Just go through the rest of these episodes, because I mean, I'm pretty far, and like I said, there are some interesting parts. It's just it's not all interesting anymore. It's just, as I called it back when I was watching it, it's gonna be every time they're gonna have to try to figure out a way to make the guy in uncomfortable settings, and then get him to level them up, yada yada yada. So yeah, with all that being said, though, I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I might drop something later today, I'm not entirely sure, so just make sure you keep an eye on your boy's channel. And I need to get rid of this weapon because you saw it. I had the umbrella because I just wanted to get that weapon, that ultimate weapon. That right there will now put me in position to have another trophy for PlayStation. Yeah, I see you guys judging me over there. You sicken me. You sicken me. Take care of my anime people, and I will definitely talk to you in the next one, regardless of what it is. And I hope if you are Rick and Morty fans, you go and check out that episode and let me know how you feel about it as well. I really want to know where all my Rick and Morty fans are at. So with that, peace.